Hello, dear future doctors. Welcome to Memo Need. I am Jay Thakkar. I am an MBBS student at Sri MP Shah Government Medical College, Jamnagar, Gujarat, and I am working as a biology content creator here at Memo Need. So today you all gave the Brahmastra part test 4, right? And today we are going to discuss the zoology section of the BPT 4. So let us begin with the question number 151 now. So starting with the question 151, the question states that consider the following features. Okay, so there are several features given in the question, okay, like organ system level of organization, the bilateral symmetry, and true coelomates with segmentation of body. And then after considering all the features, we have to select the correct option of animal groups which poses all the above characteristics. Okay, now see, first of all, organ system level of organization. So what happens is we start from the cellular level of organization, then we go to tissue level of organization, organ level of organization, and after that organ system level of organization. All right, so our body starts with a cell, then group of cell forms a tissue, groups of tissue form organs, and organs combine to form organ system. So that is the organ system level of organization. Second is bilateral symmetry. Now, to know the difference between really radial and bilateral symmetry, we need to understand that first of all, radial symmetry. So if an organism is divisible in any planes, okay, like any planes at 360 degree, then that is called as radial symmetry. But if the organism is divisible by only a single plane, okay, like if this is an organism and it is divisible only by a single plane into two equal right and left halves, then it is called as bilateral symmetry. So the organism possesses organ system level of organization and bilateral symmetry, and the organism is a true coelomate, means it has a true body cavity, and along with segmentation of body. So body is divided into several segments. So which is the group showing that? So first of all, annelids are the organism showing all these three features. Then arthropods or the insects are also showing these three features, and the chordates, okay, so chordata also show these three features. So the correct answer of this question will be option 2. Okay, moving on to the next question, that is question number 152. The question 152 states that which of the following pairs of animals are similar to each other pertaining to the feature stated against them? Okay, so we have to find out that which is the correct option in among these four. Now let us see the options one by one. First option says that Pteropus and Ornithorhynchus show viviparity. So is this correct? No, this is incorrect. Why? Because see, Pteropus and Ornithorhynchus are not viviparous. First of all, they are mammals, but they are oviparous mammals, means they lay eggs. So the first option is incorrect. The second is garden lizard and crocodile. So they show three-chambered heart. So this statement is correct? No, this statement is also incorrect. Why? Because garden lizard and crocodile. See, crocodile is a reptile, but it is an exception that it contains four-chambered heart. Okay, so this is also incorrect. The third option is Ascaris and Ancylostoma. They show metameric segmentation. Now see, Ascaris is a nematode, but it does not show metameric segmentation. Okay, so that is the feature of nematodes, that it does not show metameric segmentation. So the third option is also incorrect. The fourth option is seahorse and flying fish. They are cold-blooded or poikilothermic animals. So yes, this option is correct. Okay, why? Because seahorse and flying fish, okay, seahorse and flying fish are cold-blooded or poikilothermic animals. Okay, so see, poikilothermic animals means cold-blooded. Their body temperatures changes with the environment, and warm-blooded animals, their body temperature remains constant. So seahorse and flying fish are an example of poikilothermic animals. So the fourth option is correct. Okay, so here the correct answer will be option 4. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 153. The question 153 is a match the following type of question, and in this column 1 there are several organisms given. Okay, their scientific names are given, and we have to identify the common names of these organisms. Okay, so the first is Gorgonia. Now what is Gorgonia? So the other name of Gorgonia is sea fan. Okay, then B is Aurelia. So the other name of Aurelia is Medusa. Okay. Then C is Peninsula. The other name of Peninsula is sea pen. Okay. And D is Adamsia. The other name of Adamsia is sea anemone. So A goes with 4, then B goes with 3, then C goes with 1, and D goes with 2. Okay. Now see, which is the option showing this matching? So the correct answer of this question is option 3. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 154. The question 154 states that one of the representatives of phylum Arthropoda is. Now see, this is a confusing question because in these all options are fish, fish, fish and fish. Okay, so you have to identify which belongs to phylum Arthropoda. And what belongs to phylum Arthropoda? The Arthropoda consists of insects. So which is the insect among these? So see, silverfish. Okay, the silverfish is an example of phylum Arthropoda. Okay, because it consists of an exoskeleton and jointed appendages. Okay, and cuttlefish belongs to mollusca. Okay, so cuttlefish belongs to mollusca. Okay, so we have to find the representative of phylum Arthropoda. So the correct answer of this question is option 4, that is silverfish. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 155. The question 155 states that the second largest phylum of animal kingdom is dash. Okay, now see, the largest phylum of animal kingdom is what? It is Arthropoda. Okay, the largest phylum is Arthropoda, and the second largest phylum of animal kingdom is Mollusca. Okay, so you need to remember this, that Mollusca is the second largest phylum of the animal kingdom. The next question is question 156, and question 156 states that nephridia in annelids helps in what? Now see, nephridia are the organs of excretion, okay, among the annelids, and in the annelids they help in two functions. Okay, first is excretion and second is osmoregulation. Okay, so nephridia in annelids helps in excretion and osmoregulation. Therefore the correct answer of this question is option 3. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 157. The question 157 is an assertion reason type of question, and the assertion here states that Eskelminthes are called as pseudocoelomates. And the reason given for this is, in Eskelminthes, the mesoderm is present as scattered pouches between the ectoderm and endoderm. So now see, let us first read the assertion clearly. The assertion is stating that Eskelminthes are called pseudocoelomates. So is the assertion correct first of all? So yes, assertion is correct. Okay, because Eskelminthes are called pseudocoelomate. The reason given here for assertion is the Eskelminthes mesoderm is present as scattered pouches in between ectoderm and endoderm. So see, the reason given here is correct. Okay, and it is the correct explanation of assertion also. Why? Because see, what happens in pseudocoelomate animals is that if you imagine this is this is the endoderm and this is the ectoderm. Okay, in pseudocoelomates the mesoderm is present like this. It is present as scattered pouches between the ectoderm and endoderm, and that's why it is not a true body cavity. It is not true coelom, but it is called as a pseudocoelom, and therefore the Eskelminthes are called as pseudocoelomates. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 1, that is both assertion and reason are true, and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Okay, I hope you are clear with this question. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 158. The question 158 states that, so it is a match the following type of question, and in column 1 there are certain characteristics of organisms given, and in column 2 certain organisms are given. So we have to match the characteristic with their respective organisms. Okay, so let us see them one by one. The first option A is ostia. Now what are ostia first of all? Okay, see, ostia are the tiny pores which are present in the water canal system in the sponges or the phylum Porifera. So what is the structure which is basically present in them? So it is like this. See, there are certain ostia which are present on the body surface. Okay, so ostia are many pores which are present in the body surface. So these are the ostia. okay. And ostia, from ostia the water enters, okay, and there is a body cavity over here, okay. This is the water canal which is formed. The water exits through this, okay, these pores, and enters the water canal, and then here there is a large pore in the center, so water exits through this pore, and this pore is called as osculum, okay. So this is how the water canal system works in the sponges or in the phylum Porifera. And which among the following organism belongs to phylum Porifera? It is the cycon, okay, or cypha. So A goes with 3 because cycon is belonging to phylum Porifera. The organisms of phylum Porifera show a characteristic water canal system, and ostia are a part of that water canal system. So A goes with 3. B is polyp. Now, what is polyp and what is medusa? Now, see the members of phylum Coelenterata show a process called as metagenesis. What happens in metagenesis is that the organism sexually converts between the polyp form and the medusa form. The polyp is sessile and medusa is movable. Okay, so that is which is seen in phylum Coelenterata. And which organism belongs to phylum Coelenterata? It is the Adamsia, that is the sea anemone. So B goes with 1. Next is C, that is bioluminescence. Bioluminescence is shown by which phylum? So we can mention the phylums also here. So see, ostia are shown by phylum Porifera. Okay, then polyp is shown by phylum Coelenterata, and bioluminescence. Now bioluminescence is shown by the phylum Ctenophora. Okay, and the member of phylum Ctenophora is Pleurobrachia. So C goes with 4. Then D are the flame cells. Now flame cells are the excretory organs and they are found in phylum Platyhelminthes. And which organism belongs to phylum Platyhelminthes? That is the Fasciola. So Fasciola belongs to Platyhelminthes. Okay, so D goes with 2, okay, because flame cells are the excretory organs in Fasciola. So A goes with 3, B goes with 1, C goes with 4, and D goes with 2. So which is the correct option showing the correct matching? It is option 4. So the correct answer of this question is option 4. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 159. The question 159 states that which of the following is incorrectly matched. Okay, so we have to find the incorrect matching among these 4 options. Okay, so let us see them one by one. The first option is Euplectella is also called as Venus flower basket. So this is absolutely correct, okay, because Euplectella is called as Venus flower basket. Second is Spongilla. Spongilla is called as freshwater sponge. So see, Spongilla belongs to the phylum Porifera and its other name is freshwater sponge. So this option is also correct. The third option is Euspongia is called as Cypha. So is this correct? So no, Euspongia is not called as Cypha, but Euspongia is called as bath sponges. Okay, so third option is incorrect, and in the question we have to find the incorrect matching. So the correct answer of this question will be option 3. Let us see the fourth option also. Fourth option is Hyalonema is also called as glass rope sponge. So this option is also correct. So the correct answer of this question is option 3. So moving on to the next question, that is question number 160. The question states that which of the following animals are true coelomates with bilateral symmetry. Okay, now in this question we have to see true properties. First of all, true coelomate, and second is bilateral symmetry. What is the meaning of true coelomate? It means that they have a proper body cavity, a true body cavity, and bilateral symmetry means that they can be divided into two parts, the right and left part, by a single plane. Okay, so which is the organism showing true coelomate and bilateral symmetry? So these two properties are shown by annelids, okay, the organisms belonging to phylum Annelida. So if we see among the following options, the adult echinoderms, they do not show bilateral symmetry, they are radially symmetrical. Then Escalminthes. So Escalminthes are not true coelomates, they are pseudo coelomates. Okay, and third is Platyhelminthes. So Platyhelminthes are also not true coelomates, they are acoelomates. So only annelids are true coelomates and they show bilateral symmetry. So the correct answer of this question is option 4. Now moving on to the next question, that is question number 161. So it is a match the following type of question, and option A is 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits is found in what? So see, 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits is found in the cyclostomes. Okay, so it is a feature of cyclostomes, that is 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits. So A goes with 2. Next is heterocircle caudal fin. Heterocircle caudal fin is a characteristic feature of the cartilaginous fishes or the chondrichthyes. So B goes with 3. Next is air bladder. Now air bladder is a classical feature of osteichthyes. So C goes with 4. And D is poison sting. The poison sting is a classical feature of trigon. Okay, and trigon, the other name of trigon is stingray. Okay, so D goes with 1. So A goes with 2, B goes with 3, C goes with 4, and D goes with 1. Which is the correct option showing the correct matching? It is option 1. So the correct answer of this question will be option 1. I hope you are clear with this question. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 162. The question 162 states that refer the following statement and answer the question. So in the question there is a statement given and there are some blank spaces. Okay, X, Y and Z, and we have to identify what is X, Y and Z. Okay, so let us read the statement now. The name of X is derived from stinging capsules. It exhibits mutagenesis containing two body forms, in which sessile and cylindrical form is called as Y and umbrella shaped and free swimming form is called Z. Okay, now see, first of all we have to identify the name of X. So what is name of X? So it is derived from stinging capsules, and these stinging capsules are also called as nidoblasts. Okay, the nidoblasts are also called as stinging capsules. So the name of the organism, it belongs to Nidaria. Okay, and the other name of Nidaria is Coelenterata. So then X belongs to Nidaria or Coelenterata, and it is derived from stinging capsules called as nidoblasts. It exhibits metagenesis and it contains two body forms. Okay, so one body form is sessile and cylindrical form, and that is called as polyp. Okay, the sessile and cylindrical form is called as polyp, and the umbrella shaped and free swimming form is called as medusa. Okay, so which is the correct identification? So X is Coelenterata or Nidaria, Y is polyp, and Z is medusa. So which is the correct identification? It is option 1. So X is Coelenterate, Y is polyp, and Z is medusa. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. I hope you are clear with this question and you were able to identify correctly these terms. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 163. The question 163 is again a match the following type of question, and in list 1 there are certain scientific names of organisms given, and in list 2 there are common names of organism given. So we have to match the scientific name with the common name. Okay, so the first option A is Pterophyllum. Now Pterophyllum, so Pterophyllum is also called as angelfish. Okay, so other name of Pterophyllum is angelfish. So you need to remember these names. Okay, but at the end of the day you need to remember. So Pterophyllum is also called as angelfish, so A goes with 3. Then Mixin, so Mixin is also called as hagfish, so B goes with 1. Then C is Pristis, so Pristis is also called as sawfish, so C will go with 2. And D is Exocetus. The other name for Exocetus is flying fish. Okay, so A goes with 3, then B goes with 1, C goes with 2, and D goes with 4. Okay, so which is the correct option showing this? It is option 4. So the correct answer of this question will be option 4. I hope you are clear with this question. Now moving on to the next question, that is question number 164. The question 164 is, consider the following statements. Okay, there are 4 statements given over here and we have to choose the correct answer from the options given below. Okay, so among the 4 statements we have to identify which of them is correct. Okay, so let us read the statements one by one. The first statement is, annelids are true coelomates. Okay, so annelids are true coelomates. So is that a correct answer statement? So yes, this statement is correct. Okay, annelids are called as true coelomates because they have a true body cavity. Okay, a proper body cavity is present in annelids, therefore they are called as true coelomates. Let us read the other 3 statements also. The statement B is, poriferans are pseudocoelomates. So this statement is incorrect. Why? Because poriferans are not pseudocoelomates. Okay, they are acoelomates. Okay, the third statement is, eskelminthes are acoelomates. So this statement is also incorrect. Why? Because eskelminthes are pseudocoelomates. Okay, eskelminthes are pseudocoelomates. Then statement D is, platyhelminthes are pseudocoelomates. So is that a correct statement? No, this statement is also incorrect because platyhelminthes are acoelomates. Okay, so platyhelminthes are acoelomates. So only correct statement is the statement A. So in the following options, which is showing that statement A is only correct, so it's the option 4, that is A only is correct. So the correct answer of this question is option 4. So I hope you are clear with this question. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 165. The question 165 states that, select the incorrect statement. So among the following 4 statements, we have to identify which statement is incorrect. So let us read them one by one. The first statement is, cyclostomata have an elongated body bearing 9 to 15 pairs of gill slits. So yes, this statement is absolutely correct. Okay, so cyclostomes have elongated body and they have 9 to 15 pairs of gill slits. The statement B is, chondrichthyes have gill slits which are separate and without operculum. Okay, now see, it is talking about chondrichthyes. What are chondrichthyes? Chondrichthyes are cartilaginous fishes. So the characteristic feature is that they are having gill slits and they are separate and they are not covered with operculum. Okay, they are without operculum. So this statement is also correct. The third statement is, osteichthyes have 4 pairs of gills which are covered by an operculum on each side. So yes, this statement is also correct. So osteichthyes are bony fishes and they are having 4 pairs of gills and they are covered by operculum on the each side. Now see, you can remember it like this. See, O goes with O. Okay, so osteichthyes contain operculum. O goes with O. But chondrichthyes do not contain operculum. Okay, so this statement is also correct. The fourth statement is, air bladder is present in chondrichthyes. So no, this statement is incorrect. Why? Because air bladder is a characteristic feature of what? Air bladder is a feature of osteichthyes. Okay, so air bladder is a feature of osteichthyes. Okay, so the fourth statement is incorrect and in the question we have to select the incorrect statement only. So the correct answer of this question is option 4. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 166. The question 166 is, the tympanum in class Reptilia or Amphibia represents what? Now see, the tympanum which is present in the class Reptilia or Amphibia, it simply represents the external ears. Okay, so the class Reptilia contains the tympanum and it functions as external ears. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 2. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 167. The question 167 is, which is not a criteria for classification of animals. Okay, now see, you need to read this question very accurately. Why? Because in this there is a word that is not, and if you miss the word then you will lose all your marks. Okay, all the 4 marks will be lost. So if you don't read the question, there is a huge loss. So you need to read the question clearly and look out for such words like not. and we have, in this question we have to find that which is not a criteria for classification of animals. Okay, so let us read the options one by one. First is body layers. So see, body layers is a criteria for classification of animals. Okay, so that is not the correct answer. Second is germ layers. So germ layers is also a criteria for classifying the animals, so that is also incorrect. Then third is outer body covering. Now outer body covering is not a criteria for classifying the animals. Okay, so this will be incorrect. So the correct answer of this question is option 3. The fourth is body cavity. So body cavity is an important criteria for classifying the animals. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 3. Moving on to the next question, that is question 168. The question 168 is, arthropoda is the best characterized by, okay, so what are the characteristic features of phylum arthropoda? So the characteristic features of phylum arthropoda is, first of all, it contains an exoskeleton. Okay, so it contains a chitinous exoskeleton. Then second is metameric segmentation is present in arthropods. Okay, so their body is segmented. And the third characteristic is that they contain jointed appendages. The meaning of the name arthropoda means jointed appendages. So these three are the characteristics of phylum arthropoda. So the correct answer of this question will be option 4. Okay, moving on to the next question, that is question number 169. The question 169 is, which of the following is incorrect matching? Okay, now among the following four options, we have to identify that which organisms are incorrectly matched with their phylum. Okay, so let us start one by one. The first option is Taenia, Fasciola, and Cystosoma. They belong to phylum Platyhelminthes. So yes, this matching is correct. Okay, because these three organisms are of Platyhelminthes. The second option is Ascaris, Wuchereria, and hookworm belong to Aschelminthes. So yes, this is also correct. Okay, these three organisms are of Aschelminthes only. Then the third option is pinworm, hookworm, and liver fluke belong to Platyhelminthes. So no, they all do not belong to Platyhelminthes. See, the pinworm, okay, pinworm is an organism of Aschelminthes. Okay, so pinworm belongs to Aschelminthes, therefore this option is incorrect. The fourth option is eyeworm, filaria worm, and seat worm belong to Aschelminthes. So yes, this option is correct. So pinworm does not belong to Platyhelminthes, so that is incorrect matching. So the correct answer of this question is option 3. Okay, so I hope you are clear with this question. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 170. The question 170 is an assertion reason type of question. The assertion here states that hemichordates was earlier placed in chordata, but it is now placed in a separate phylum. Okay, the reason given here is hemichordates have rudimentary structure in their collar region called stomochord. Okay, and so what is correct over here? Now see, the correct answer is option 3. And why? Because see, first of all, the assertion states that hemichordates was earlier placed in chordata. Okay, so hemichordates earlier was a part of chordata only, but now it is treated as a separate phylum. Okay, it is placed as a separate phylum. But why is it placed as a separate phylum? Now see, hemichordates contain a structure in the collar region called as stomochord. Okay, so that's why they are placed as a separate phylum. Okay, so the correct answer over here is both the assertion is also correct, the reason is also correct, and the reason is correctly explaining the assertion. Okay, so both assertion and reason are correct, and the reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 3. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 171. So question 171 states that which one of the following statements is incorrect. Okay, so among the following four statements, we have to identify that which of them is incorrect. So let us read them one by one. The first statement is, in cockroaches and prawns, the excretion of waste material occurs through Malpighian tubules. So is this statement correct? No, this statement is incorrect. Why? Because see, cockroaches belong to phylum Arthropoda, but and their excretion occurs via Malpighian tubules. But prawns have special organs for excretion called as green glands. Okay, so prawns have green glands for excretion. Okay, so this statement is incorrect. So the correct answer of this question will be option 1. Let us read the other three statements also. The second statement is, in pleurobrachia, locomotion is mediated by ciliated comb plates. So pleurobrachia belongs to phylum Ctenophora, and in them locomotion is mediated by ciliated comb plates. So this statement is correct. The third statement is, in fasciola antennae, flame cells take part in excretion. So fasciola antennae belong to which phylum? They belong to Platyhelminthes, and in Platyhelminthes the flame cells are present which are responsible for excretion. So the third statement is also correct. The fourth statement is, aquatic annelids like nares possess lateral appendages called parapodia which help in swimming. So this statement is also correct. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 1. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 172. The question 172 states that a student has identified a triploblastic and coelomate and segmented animal as an arthropod. Okay, so a student found an animal and it was first of all triploblastic, then it was coelomate, means it had true body cavity, and it was segmented, and the student identified it as an arthropod. But what additional character should have been verified before identifying that animal as arthropod? So these three are the characters of arthropod, but there is these three characters also belong to certain other phyla also. So to characterize that organism as an arthropod, a certain characteristic should be present. And what is that characteristic? So that characteristic is the presence of antenna. The presence of antenna confirms that this animal is an arthropod. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 2. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 173. The question 173 states that in which of the following animals is the notochord replaced by bony vertebral column in adult? Okay, now what happens is, in chordates there are certain animals in which the notochord gets converted into a bony vertebral column, and those organisms are called as vertebrates. So vertebrates belong to the huge phylum chordates. Okay, so all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. And the question is asking which is an example of vertebrate. So an example of vertebrate among the following option is Petromyzon. Okay, so Petromyzon is an example of a vertebrate. So I hope you are clear with this question. And Petromyzon is also known as lamprey. Okay, so in them what happens? So it is a jawless fish, and in them what happens is that notochord is present in the larval stage, but it gets replaced by a bony vertebral column in the adult stage. So the correct answer of this question is option 3, that is Petromyzon. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 174. The question 174 states that what is present in mollusca but not in insecta. Okay, so mollusks are characterized by which characters which are not present in the insects, okay, or the arthropods. So let us see them one by one. So first is paired limbs. So are paired limbs present in mollusca? No, they are not present in mollusca. The second is calcareous shell. So yes, mollusks are characterized by calcareous shells, and also calcareous shells are not present in insects. The exoskeleton of insects is chitinous. So second option is correct. Then third is mantle. So mantle is also present in mollusca but absent in insects. So third is also correct. Then fourth is chitinous exoskeleton. Now chitinous exoskeleton is not present in mollusk, okay, but it is present in insects. So fourth will be incorrect. So which is the correct option showing that 2 and 3 are present in mollusk but not in insect? It is option 1. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 175. The question 175 states that pleurobrachia belongs to which phylum? So see, pleurobrachia, as we know, it belongs to phylum Ctenophora. Okay, so phylum Ctenophora contains an organism that is known as pleurobrachia. So the correct answer of this question is option 3, that is Ctenophora. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 176. The question 176 states that in the most simple type of canal system of porifera, which of the following ways exhibit the water flow? Now see, The members of phylum Porifera are characterized by a water canal system, and this water canal system is how is it functioning? So see, there are several pores on the body of the organism, and those pores are called as ostia. Okay, so if this is the body of the poriferan, okay, or an organism, then there are several pores, and these pores are called as ostia. Water enters through ostia first, and it goes into the main cavity or the canal. Okay, so water flows over here, and this is the spongocoel. Okay, so this canal is known as spongocoel. Then it comes out through this large pore, okay, in the middle. So water comes out through this large pore, and this pore is called as osculum. Okay, so the water comes out through the osculum and into the exterior. So this is the sequence which water follows, that is, it enters through ostia into the spongocoel, it comes out of the osculum to the exterior. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 1. I hope you are clear with this system. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 177. The question 177 is select the correct statements. Okay, so we have to select the correct statements among the following 5 statements. So the first statement is fertilization is internal in reptiles. So is this correct? So yes, this statement is correct. The reptiles show internal fertilization. The second statement is cloaca is present in amphibians. So this statement is also correct. Okay, amphibians do contain cloaca. The third statement is platypus is a viviparous mammal. So is this correct? No, this statement is incorrect. Why? Because platypus is an example of oviparous mammals. Okay, so platypus is oviparous, so the third statement is incorrect. The fourth statement is sexes are not separate in osteichthyes. So is this statement correct? So no, this statement is also incorrect. Why? Because osteichthyes, the sexes are separate. Okay, they are an example of dioecious organism. Okay, so sexes are separate in osteichthyes. So this statement is also incorrect. The statement E is in aves the forelimbs are modified into wings. So this statement is absolutely correct. Okay, why? Because in aves or the birds, the forelimbs are converted to wings. So statement E is correct. So which of the following statements are correct? Statement A, statement B and statement E are correct, and C and D are incorrect. So which is the option showing this? So it is option 4. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 4. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 178. The question 178, so there are certain characters of the organisms, and in column 2 there are the organisms given. So we have to match the characters with the respective organisms. The first option A is flame cells. Now flame cells function as an organ of excretion in the phylum Platyhelminthes. So which of the following organism belongs to Platyhelminthes? It is Fasciola. So Fasciola belongs to Platyhelminthes. Okay, so the characteristic of Platyhelminthes are flame cells. So A goes with 4. Then B is Malpighian tubules. Now Malpighian tubules are the excretory organs in the insects, okay, or the arthropods. So which is the arthropod among the following? It is the Locusta. So Locusta belongs to arthropoda. Okay, so B goes with 3. Then C is Parapodia. Now parapodia are the lateral appendages which are present in annelids like nares, okay, and they help in walking as well as swimming. So C goes with 1, and D is radula. So radula is a file-like rasping organ which is present in the organisms of phylum Mollusca. And which of the following belongs to phylum Mollusca? It is the pila, that is the apple snail. So which belongs to phylum Mollusca. Okay, so D goes with 2. So A goes with 4, B goes with 3, C goes with 1 and D goes with 2. So which is the correct option showing this? It is option 4. So the correct answer of this question is option 4. Now moving on to the next question, that is question number 179. Read the given statements and select the correct option. So in the question there are two statements given, statement 1 and statement 2, and we have to identify the correct option, whether statement 1 is correct or 2 is correct. Okay, so let us read the statement 1. The statement 1 is all triploblastic animals are eucoelomates. Okay, so is this statement correct? So no, this statement is incorrect, okay, because all triploblastic animals are not eucoelomates, means all triploblastic animals do not have a proper body cavity. Okay, so this statement is incorrect. The second statement is triploblastic animals have a false coelom. So this statement is also incorrect. What is the meaning of false coelom? That is, it is stating that all triploblastic animals are pseudocoelomates. So that is not true. Okay, all triploblastic animals are not pseudocoelomates. So both the statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect. So the correct answer of this question is option 4. That is, both statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 180. The question 180 states that which one of the following is correctly matched. Okay, so among the following four options, we have to find that which is correctly matched. So let us read the options one by one. The first option is radial symmetry, coelentrates. Okay, so see, radial symmetry is a characteristic feature of coelentrata. So yes, this option is correct. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 1. So coelentrates are radially symmetrical. So let us read the other three options also. This second option is coelomates, escalmins. Now see, escalmins are not true coelomates, they are pseudo-coelomates. Okay, since escalmins are pseudo-coelomates, this option is incorrect. The third statement is metamerism mollusks. Now see, mollusks do not show metamerism, they are asegmented. Okay, so this third is also incorrect. The fourth is triploblastic sponges. Now sponges are not triploblastic, so option 4 is also incorrect. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 181. The question 181 is choose the correct statement. Okay, so among the following four statements, we have to identify which is the correct one. Okay, so let us read the statements one by one. The first statement is Arthropoda is the largest phylum of Animalia. So yes, this statement is absolutely correct. The largest phylum of kingdom Animalia is Arthropoda and it contains insects. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. Let us read the other three statements also. The second statement is amphibian is the second largest animal phylum. So no, this statement is incorrect. Why? Because the second largest animal phylum is the phylum Mollusca and not amphibia. The third statement is chondrichthyes body are devoid of scales. So no, this statement is also incorrect because the body of chondrichthyes contains the placoid scales. So third statement is incorrect. The fourth statement is in osteichthyes are modified placoid scales which are backwardly directed. Now these placoid scales are not the feature of osteichthyes but they are features of chondrichthyes. So moving on to the next question, that is question number 182. The question states that Chaetopleura is dash. Okay, now see, you need to remember this, that Chaetopleura is a chiton. Okay, so it is a chiton. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. Okay, Chaetopleura belongs to phylum Mollusca and it is a chiton. Okay, moving on to the next question, that is question number 183. The question 183 states that consider the following features. Okay, so there are 5 features given over here and we have to select the correct option of animal which possesses all of the above characteristics. So what are the characteristics given in the question? First is organ level of body organization. Second is single opening in the digestive system. Then C is bilateral symmetry, D is triploblastic and E is acoelomate. Okay, now see, the two characteristics which are very important here, that it is an acoelomate first of all and it only has a single opening in the digestive system. Also it has bilateral symmetry, so and it is triploblastic. So the organism, these characteristics are of which phylum? So these characters are of phylum Platyhelminthes. Okay, and which among the following organism belongs to Platyhelminthes? It is the Taenia. So the correct answer of this question is option 3, that is Taenia. Moving on to the next question, question number 184. The question states that which of the following belongs to phylum Chordata? Now, among the following 4 organisms, we have to identify which of them belongs to phylum Chordata. So first option is Petromyzon. Now Petromyzon belongs to the phylum Chordata. Okay, so therefore the correct answer of this question is option 1. The Tenoplana, so Tenoplana, as we know, it belongs to Ctenophora, so that is incorrect. Then Ancyclostoma is also incorrect, and Meandrina is also incorrect. So Petromyzon belongs to the phylum Chordata, so the correct answer of this question is option 1. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 185. It states that all of the given pairs of adult animals have bilateral symmetry except. Okay, so among the following four organisms, we have to identify which of them do not have bilateral symmetry. Okay, so they are radial symmetry. So the first option is Fasciola and Wuchereria, both have bilateral symmetry, so that is incorrect. Okay, both are having bilateral symmetry. Then second is Hirudinaria and Locusta. So Hirudinaria belongs to annelids and Locusta belongs to arthropods, so they also both have bilateral symmetry. Then third is Loligo and Saccoglossus, so they are also having bilateral symmetry. But the fourth is Antedon and Aurelia, so these both belong to phylum Cnidaria, okay, or the Coelenterata. So since they both belong to phylum Coelenterata, they are having radial symmetry. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 4. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 186. The question 186 states that which of the following is correct for Ctenoplana. Okay, now Ctenoplana belongs to phylum Ctenophora, and among the following 5 statements we have to identify which of them is correct. Okay, so the first is the body bears 8 rows of ciliated comb plates. So yes, this is a characteristic feature of Ctenophora and Ctenoplana. So the correct so A is correct. Then B is they are exclusively marine, so that is also a characteristic feature of Ctenophora, so B is also correct. Then C is they are radially symmetrical, so yes, this is also correct. Okay, they show radial symmetry. Then D is the body bears 6 rows of ciliated comb plates. So no, this is incorrect because their body bears 8 rows of ciliated comb plates. So that is incorrect. And E is they are triploblastic. So this is also incorrect. Okay. So among these, the correct ones are A, B and C. So which is the option showing A, B and C correct? It is option 2. Okay, that is A, B and C only. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 187. The question 187 states that Hydra is dash. Okay, so we have to find the characteristics of Hydra. Now see, Hydra belongs to phylum Coelenterata, and it is its characteristic feature are that it is a freshwater form, and it is radially symmetrical and diploblastic animal. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. The next question is question 188. It states that the unique mammalian characteristics are what? So which among the following characteristics are specific for the class Mammalia only? Okay, it is seen in mammals only. So let us see them one by one. First is hairs. Hairs is a unique characteristics of mammals, that is correct. Then second is tympanic membrane. Now tympanic membrane is not a unique characteristic of mammals. Okay, it is present in other classes also. So the first option is incorrect. The second option is hairs, that is the unique characteristic. Then then it is pinna. So pinna is a unique characteristics of mammals. Okay, the external ear consists of the external auditory meatus, that is the tube, and the external ear, that is the pinna. Okay, so the ear pinna is a unique characters of mammal, so this is correct. And then the third is mammary glands. So mammary glands are also present in mammals only. Okay, so they are present in mammals only. So all these 3 characters are unique characters of mammals. So the correct answer of this question is option 2. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 189. The question 189 is a match the following type of question. So we have to match these 2 columns. Okay, so let us see them one by one. So which is the organism which is acoelomate and it shows bilateral symmetry? So organism which is acoelomate and shows bilateral symmetry belongs to the phylum Platyhelminthes. Okay, so A goes with 2. Then B is pseudocoelomate and it is bilateral. So pseudocoelomate organism which is bilaterally symmetrical is Eskelminthes. So B goes with 4. Then C is a true coelomate and it is showing bilateral symmetry. So that is Hemichordata. So C goes with 1. And D are the acoelomate showing radial symmetry. So that goes with Cnidaria or the Coelenterata. So D goes with 3. So which is the correct option showing this? It is option number 2. So the correct answer of this question is option 2. The next question is question 190. It states that how many germ layers are present in the embryonic stages of phylum Platyhelminthes. Okay, so during the embryonic stages of phylum Platyhelminthes, there are total 3 germ layers which are present. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 3. The next question is question 191. It states that the notochord, okay, is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure formed in the dorsal side during embryonic development in most invertebrates. Okay, so is this correct? So no, that is incorrect. Okay, the notochord is formed. So the question here forming is wrong. Here there should be a blank. Okay, there should not be given most invertebrates over here. So actually the correct question should be the notochord is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure and it is formed in the dorsal side during the embryonic development in which organisms. Okay, so now we can answer that the notochord is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure which is formed in the dorsal side during the embryonic development in all animals. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 3. Okay, notochord is formed in most of the animals, not only the invertebrates or vertebrates, but in almost all animals. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 3, and there is a printing mistake in the question which needs to will be corrected. Okay, so here it should be a blank. Okay, so moving on to the next question, that is question number 192. So it states that which of the following animals possesses radial and bilateral symmetry respectively. Okay, so the first organism has radial symmetry and the second organism has bilateral symmetry. So which is it? So the first option is Spongilla and Adamsia. Now see, Spongilla belongs to the Porifera, so that has radial symmetry, or they are asymmetrical, and Adamsia belongs to Coelenterata, that has radial symmetry. So that is incorrect. Okay, we have to find radial and bilateral respectively. The second option is Aurelia and Nereis. Aurelia belongs to Coelenterata, which has radial symmetry. Okay, so first one is correct. Then Nereis belongs to Annelida, that has bilateral symmetry. So second one is also correct. So the correct answer of this question will be option 2. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 193. It states that which of the following in birds indicate their reptilian ancestry. Okay, so which features among the birds show that the birds have derived from reptiles. Okay, they have evolved from the reptiles. So the characteristic feature in the birds which shows their reptilian ancestry is the scales which are found on their hind limbs. Okay, these scales are similar to the features which are seen in reptiles. Okay, so that shows the reptilian ancestry in the birds. Okay, the scales in their hind limbs. So the correct answer of this question is option 3. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 194. Question 194 is asking us that the egg laying mammal is dash. Okay, so it is asking the example of egg laying mammal. So egg laying mammal means it is asking the oviparous. Okay, and an example of oviparous mammal is option 4, that is Ornithorhynchus. The other name for Ornithorhynchus is platypus. Okay, so the correct answer of this question is option 4. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 195. The question 195 states that which of the following is correct for Eplesia. Okay, now Eplesia is also called as sea hare, and it belongs to mollusca. Okay, now we have to identify that which are the features of mollusca over here. Okay, so let us see them one by one. The A is they are usually dioecious and oviparous with indirect development. So is this correct? So yes, this option A is correct. Okay, they are dioecious means the sexes are separate, then they are oviparous means they lay eggs, and they show indirect development. So that is correct. Then option B is they are spiny bodied. So are mollusks spiny bodied? No. The spiny body character is of echinoderms. Okay, so this is incorrect. B is incorrect. C is they are second largest animal phylum. So yes, C is absolutely correct because mollusks are the second largest animal phylum. The largest animal phylum is arthropods and the second largest is mollusks. The D is body is covered by a calcareous shell and is unsegmented. So yes, this statement is correct because mollusk body is covered by a calcareous shell and they are unsegmented in nature. Option E is the mouth contains a file-like rasping organ for feeding which is called as radula. So yes, option E is also correct. Okay. So, and F states that the body is covered by a calcareous shell and it is segmented. So no, mollusks are unsegmented. Okay, so F is incorrect. So which is the correct ones? A, C, D and E are correct. So which is the correct option showing that? It is option 4. Okay, that is A, C and D and E are correct. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 196. It states that the pseudocoelomate phylum, okay, the pseudocoelomate phylum is Aschelminthes. Okay, as we know here, Aschelminthes are pseudocoelomate, Platyhelminthes are coelomate. Okay, so Aschelminthes are pseudocoelomates. So the correct answer of this question is option 1. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 197. It is a match the following type of question, and so let us see the characters and their organisms. Okay, so first option A, it is given water vascular system. Okay, and option C, there is given water canal system. Now you guys will be confused that water vascular system goes with which organism and water canal system goes with which organism. So there is no need to be confused, just remember it like this. See, water vascular system is a characteristic feature of echinodermata and water canal system is a characteristic feature of phylum Porifera. Okay, now let us see them. So water vascular system is a characteristic feature of echinodermata, so it goes with echinus. Okay, so A goes with 1. Okay, then B is proboscis. Now proboscis is a characteristic feature of hemichordata and an example of hemichordata is Saccoglossus, so B goes with 3. Then C is water canal system. So as we discussed that water canal system belongs to phylum Porifera and an example of Porifera is Euspongia. So C goes with 4. And D are the jointed appendages. The jointed appendages are the characteristic feature of phylum Arthropoda and an example of Arthropoda is the Aedes mosquito. So D goes with 2. So which is the correct option showing the correct matching? It is option 4. So the correct answer of this question is option 4. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 198. It states that the statements given below show some characteristics of a phylum. Identify the phylum. Okay, so from the following characteristics we have to identify the phylum. First is tissue is absent. Now see, tissue is absent means what? It has a cellular level of organism. Okay, because cell combine to form tissue. The tissue is absent means it has a cellular level of organization. Next is internal fertilization occurs in them. Then development is indirect, and the third is they are spongociliate with ostia, and ostia are many means there are pores present on the surface of the organism and a single osculum and a canal system. Now this water canal system is a characteristic feature of which phylum? It is a characteristic feature of the phylum Porifera. Okay, so we have already identified the phylum by this single feature. Okay, then next is sexes are hermaphrodite, means they are monoecious. So yes, the correct phylum is phylum Porifera. So the correct answer of this question will be option 2. Moving on to the penultimate question, that is question number 199. So it is a match the following type of question and we have to identify the common name of these organisms. Okay, so let us see them. First is chelone. The chelone, the common name for chelone is, it is turtle. Okay, the common name for chelone is turtle. So A goes with 4. Then testudo, the common name of testudo is tortoise. So B goes with 3. Then common name of calotes is nothing but the garden lizard. Okay, so common name of calotes is garden lizard. C goes with 2. And D is hemidactylus. The common name for hemidactylus is the wall lizard. So D goes with 1. So A goes with 4. B goes with 3, C goes with 2, and D goes with 1. So which is the correct option showing that? It is option 3. So the correct answer of this question is option 3. The next question is the last question, that is question number 200. It states that segmentation is absent in which organisms? Okay, so let us see the four options. The first option is cockroach or arthropods. Now, arthropods are the segmented organisms, so this is incorrect. Then second is earthworm or annelida. The annelids are also segmented organism and they show metamerism, so option 2 is also incorrect. Then third is human beings or chordata. The chordates are also segmented organism, so that is incorrect. And option 4 is roundworm, that is Eskelminthes. Now Eskelminthes are asegmented, or the segmentation is absent in Eskelminthes, so the correct answer of this question is option 4. So I hope you are clear with this question. And here we have completed the zoology section of the Brahmastra part test 4. So I hope you are clear with all the questions. If in case you have any doubt with any question, please feel free to put them in the comment section. If you like the video, then please give a like and share among your friends. Then hoping to see you in the next test, and all the best for your next part test. Okay, thank you so much.